Ladies and gentlemen, here's the two-time Olympian and two-time middleweight champion of the world, introducing Hassan El Fenomeno N'Dam, the WBC number 4 and WBO number 2 ranked contender, and the undefeated defending WBC Continental Americas and WBO global middleweight champion, introducing Janibek, Kazakhstan, Alimkhanuly.
Kazakhstan's Janibek entered the bout as one of the hottest middleweight prospects in the world.
This fight. Left hooks and Rudy Badagan.
With an extensive amateur pedigree, including a world championship gold medal, Janibek was rapidly climbing the ranks with a unique southpaw style and sharp boxing IQ.
Found the opening.
Oh, and there's a short right hand and a devastating knockdown.
The fight represented a crossroads, a stepping stone for Janibek or a comeback trail for N'Dam.
The Kazakh system of coming up as an amateur, and his amateur record was 300.
Be the case for most guys with only 10 fights. Tonight's his 11th fight, but because he has all the amateur.
Oh, there's a left hand to the body. And except eat.
Got some work with N'Dam in the first Kovalev camp. He would come in and give me speed work 4 or 5 years ago. That's not the case right now. I'm looking for Eliminator.
Rob Brandt performance. Brian McIntyre, a.k.a. Bomac, who is the exceptional trainer to the heavy-handed power of Janibek. It was eye-opening.
Yeah, well, he said that he wanted just to.
N'Dam trying to work his way to the inside.
N'Dam right now, he's using a lot of burning, a lot of energy, moving back and forth, you know, for an older fighter. On Janibek a little bit earlier in this round. Let's see if he can do it again.
Plus, round number 2 between Alimkhanuly and N'Dam. In that first round, Janibek Alimkhanuly
can make things ugly even if it's only for a few rounds, to the point of contact and hit N'Dam. It's
not throw at him, but throw where he's going.
Well, right now he's circling to that power hand, Tim.
Yeah, and instead of shooting the shot to the head, you want to shoot the shot down to the body.
That N'Dam wants Alimkhanuly to play.
He's exerting a ton of energy.
That's a very good point as he fires off the left uppercut. It's a lot of movement to try to stay away. Straight left hand from Alimkhanuly.
So, I mean, you got a guy that moves like N'Dam and to slow those legs down. Nice cutoff right there.
In the ring, and you don't have to be a mean person to be a mean fighter, but Buddy's that comes out, that desire, all the stuff the fighters talk about, he really embodies it.
Let him think he's getting away, and then boom, you hook him. That's what Bud Crawford does to a lot of his opponents.
We'll have that discussion about what we expect early on in this the other day, and I think maybe he gave us a tell as his favorite all-time fighter, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, like Hagler and Hearns had back in April of '85. Alimkhanuly closing that gap. You know, even catching some of these punches, Dre, there is damage done.
Oh yeah.
Even with the guard up. N'Dam clearly affected. Oh, and he gets snapped back with a straight left hand. To me, it looks like he's just setting something up with that power hand, with that flicking right jab, doesn't it?
Trying to create an opening just by shooting a jab outside. Oh, he hurt.
Look at that uppercut. And down he goes. Knockdown scored here in round 3.
6, 7, 8, okay.
That was a beat down in the final minute of round 3.
But not right there. Had no clue. Slightly off the angle. Janibek lands a straight left hand, high on the temple. That's why you saw the legs buckle from N'Dam.
Round number 4. Alimkhanuly has landed over 50% of his power punches. Let's see.
N'Dam's legs are done.
1-2 backed him up. And I'm trying to punch between punches there and close the gap.
One shot to upset the apple cart into Buddy McGirt, the trainer of Eliminator.
Will that happen here in round 4? And Janibek smiles and just inches forward. Tried to sweep across that belt line with a right hand.
Work out.
He's leaning over that front foot. Yep,
There it is. Left uppercut. Short, too. Compact. Only comes from about 6 to 8 inches away and does damage.
Janibek.
N'Dam has heart.
Sure does. Standing right in the kitchen in this round after being hurt in the 3rd, and then steps forward behind the jab. Got a middleweight title eliminator coming up in our next fight. That's the co-feature before we get to Crawford and Porter. He's looking for that uppercut there, Timmy, as they opened up. There's that thudding left hand that sends N'Dam back.
Have to step back, get the right distance, and he can catch N'Dam on the way in. That's what I'm talking about.
N'Dam able to absorb that and throw back. Patient, stalking Alimkhanuly here in round 4.
A lot of heavy leather, particularly with that left hand right there. That landed flush on the temple on the side of the head of N'Dam because he leaned forward. Alimkhanuly timed him.
Has Janibek Alimkhanuly having landed 40.
Alimkhanuly.
Oh, there it is. There's that left uppercut. N'Dam tries to shake it off.
He's coming forward, leaning forward, looking for offense.
Dre, how's that front leg look to you on N'Dam?
From really round 1, but especially after he got knocked down. But gotta remember, that's the 17th time N'Dam has been down. He hasn't gotten N'Dam out of there. Just keep chopping, keep chopping. Familiar N'Dam with being on the canvas, and that's what he's doing right now. Taking a lot of punishment, but he's still trying to survive.
There it is, timed him on the way in.
Left hand, sharp shooting, backs him up into that corner. And here comes the combination punching from Janibek Alimkhanuly.
N'Dam is tough.
Stop.
It's about to be ugly.
Just got away enough. He's absorbing a lot. He's trying to shake off a lot.
Bring him up.
This is the too tough for your own good.
The Bayless has to keep a close eye on him if he makes it out of this round.
Step forward, ate another left uppercut from Alimkhanuly.
Until he doesn't.
N'Dam is tough.
Lunging in right there behind the jab. Leaning over that front knee. Boom. Beautiful uppercut right up the middle. Second uppercut during this round. There it is again. Half a step back.
Coming up next, and then it is the world title fight.
He doesn't really have a chance to win this fight.
It's going to be perfectly timed.
Feet tangled a bit and threw him off balance.
Yeah, feet tangling is typical for
bad spot for N'Dam to be with his back to the ropes.
Couple wide sweeping right hands from N'Dam that Alimkhanuly was able to block. There's that just create enough space left uppercut. Follows him back with a series of left hands.
Janibek counters, then follows him out.
No, stop.
Be an overhand left. He took a nice step to the side, then landed a straight left right there. That was created because he took that step over. Here we see another angle right here. And that's what the trainer, Buddy McGirt, is asking for. Or because you're in control, you should be able to get this guy, this 37-year-old fighter. Buddy McGirt is asking for Alimkhanuly to throw combinations because N'Dam has shown that he can take the single shot.
The team of Kenny Porter and Barry Hunter and Hal Chernoff getting Sean all set and taped up. Body punches, Dre, of 118 punches he's landed, just 13 to the body.
And the times he's thrown, he's landed clean, just not enough.
Off balance for a moment, clubbing
Alimkhanuly, is he not what we thought he was? The head of N'Dam is going back and forth, but the body's not moving. He needs to go to that body.
Who is Janibek's brother. You know, we've done production meetings with the three of them. We're fine.
Universal language test.
I think one thing, buddy.
There was no mention of the left hand being hurt in the corner in between rounds. Buddy asked for combinations, and I think
Bernardo?
I was actually in the corner, and I asked Buddy McGirt about the left hand, and he said it's not hurt.
You deal with every week on this job. Russ Amber is the third man in that corner, veteran cut man.
Stop.
Janibek needs to work on his lead hand.
Don't hold him.
He has a good jab.
Oh, look at the doubling up the left hand. He shakes. Bud Crawford continues his pre-fight ritual.
Relaxing, getting stretched out.
That's it. They're going to call this fight. And I'm saying no, no, no. This is the end. Listen to this. And there are the power punches landed. And it is astounding numbers for Alimkhanuly, who finished it off at 55%, 111 landed.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout and still the undefeated champion, Janibek, Kazakhstan, Alimkhanuly.